Hello and welcome back to Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments and whether or not they made them into jokes. This week's guest is Basmadjian. I'm so excited to have her on. Make sure to check out her new special, Funny Armenian Girl, on Amazon. Go watch it right now. We'll watch this and then go watch that. It's also on YouTube and other places, but Amazon, easy watch. We talked about cheating on your nail salon lady. It's awkward, but sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes it could go well. Sometimes it may not. We also talked about a lot of teenage nostalgia and how scarring and many embarrassing moments come from that, as well as people who don't return their shopping carts. If you're one of those people, get your life together. Well, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe right this moment, and check out the Patreon where we talk about embarrassing sex and relationship stories. All right, enjoy the episode. Bye.
These are like really in with the gold stuff or
yeah,
whatever.
That looks nice.
And I was like, I gotta do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went to my girl. I had my nails done last week and I hated it, and I had it removed and done again.
Good for you. I always want to do that.
But you know what though? In the process while they were doing it, I knew I didn't like it and I didn't say anything. And I even tipped her.
That is. Do you ever over tip someone just because you feel guilty that you hate it so much?
Yeah. That's what I think I did with this lady. Like, it was so bad. And I cheated on my original girl.
Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about this. Okay, wait. Why did you cheat? And because I want to cheat on my lady. Okay, you go first. And I've got some stuff to talk about this topic. And what did they do wrong with your nails?
Should I show the pictures?
Yeah. Do you have a picture? Or tell me and then send me the picture.
Yeah.
And I'll pop it up.
I had a design in mind.
Okay.
And the reason why I didn't go with my original girl, because she was $50 more. It was going to come out to like almost $200 for this. Yeah.
Big difference. And that's a lot of money.
Right. And when you're doing like, big things like this where it's $100, you also have to tip like $20, $30 depending on designs, this, that. So that's why I went with this other lady.
Same salon, different salon.
No. It was a different salon, actually.
Okay.
Wow, I was straight up cheating, bro. It was across the street from my original. I know.
You can see them.
I know. And you know what? It was the universe. They're like, fuck you. Your nails are going to look like shit. This is what you get. You spent that money, and your nails are going to look like shit. And they did. They did. I learned my lesson.
Oh,
It's you get what you truly pay for.
Yeah.
And with your hands, you're always looking at it, bro.
Always looking at it.
So they gave me a $5 coupon because they have to, because they suck. So when I went to get it taken off less than a week, I was like, I'm going to send a message. I'm going to that lady and I'm having it taken off. I used the $5 coupon.
So you went back?
I went back.
Oh,
I went back to the crime scene. I said, take this off. This is ugly. I didn't say this is ugly. I said, I need to take it off.
It doesn't look good.
And and so the lady the whole time, she was kind of weirded out that she didn't understand and I didn't want to explain it. But I was like, okay, here's the coupon. I'm taking it off. And the next day I made an appointment with my lady.
Okay, so you didn't have them redone there.
No.
You had the bad person fix their thing enough.
Take it off
blank
completely.
slate. Well, because you couldn't walk into your lady with someone's scent on you.
No, but she can tell by looking at your nail beds, bro. She can tell. And she was very quiet. The whole time she's looking at me like, I was like, bro, I gotta put some extra shit on the nails. I even tipped her more too because
you felt guilty.
Yeah.
This is a real thing. There's that Seinfeld episode where Jerry gets his hair cut from someone else. It's the exact same thing. So this is my problem. The person I like cheating on my nail lady with is at the same salon.
That's crazy, Mandy. Mandy, that's like fucking another brother of the person you were with. Like,
they're
like
teammates.
You don't fuck the siblings. Yeah, or roommates. Yeah.
But if it wasn't for my lady, I would have never met her sibling I want to fuck. You know?
There's no bro code at the salon?
Yeah, salon bro
We just want to be
code.
inclusive. Like, we want you to understand this concept.
Okay, so I figured out a loophole for my cheating.
Okay.
So I call. So first of all, I found out my lady doesn't work Monday, Tuesdays. So that was working for a second. First of all, let me say my lady's great.
Okay.
I would be sad if she was gone. This other lady, slightly quicker, slightly better. Like gets it closer to the nail bed, and a little faster. Still a good length where I don't feel rushed. But the other lady, this one lady that I cheat on with that I want to go to takes an hour. The other lady takes 2 hours. It's a big difference. 2 hours is a little
And I bet
too
you she's
long.
taking her time and she's
doing
doing a
great.
good job. Yeah, but like you don't want to sit there for 2 fucking hours.
No. The other lady is just as good, just as quick. So this is my loophole. The Monday, Tuesday thing stopped working because she would somehow come in. So I would always call and say, hey, is yada yada working? And if they say no, I'll be like, oh, shucks. Well, then can I go with the lady I want to go with? Since my lady's not there that day. But now my lady's out of town.
Oh, wow.
For a month.
Wow.
So I'm just like,
You are a cheater.
When Carrie goes with Big while she's dating Aiden, that is me right now. I am just sexting all over this freaking nail salon, having a field day. And it feels good because I'm not guilty because she's not here.
You know they talk about you, right? They discuss this. Because I've worked at a nail salon.
Really?
Yes. At front desk. I don't do nails. Like I was the receptionist. They talk.
They want you to stay loyal?
For the most part, yes. Especially depending on the deals. Like if they're paying like per transaction to the owner or whatever the case is. It just depends on that type of deal. But for the most part, it is like, oh, you know, this client went to someone else. Like it's discussed, you know?
I think she knows because the lady I'm cheating on my lady with, she always brings up my lady. She's like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah is gonna like, because I made her cut off my nail because it was, for 2 years, it was lifted. Ooh. Like, it was growing out perfectly with nail polish. It looked good. But I wanted to nip this in the bud. I just learned to say that correctly. And I kept telling my lady, chop it off so we can start this nail fresh. And she goes, no. It's going to look ugly. So I asked the lady I'm cheating on with, I said, cut it off. And she cut it off.
Oh, wow.
And she goes, Mimi's not going to be happy.
Mimi hasn't been happy, bro.
Oh, no, I said her name. I kept saying yada, yada. It came out. I love you, Mimi. Oh, I busted.
Oh, man. But that does kind of sound like a cheating story.
I know.
Like the other woman mentions your wife, let's say. And I always go back to men cheating. I'm sorry. My bad. But like that's interesting that she mentioned it. So they for sure talk to each other.
Yeah,
they're gonna fight over that nail you made her cut off. By the way,
know.
They're gonna be fighting in the kitchen during their break, just throwing a bunch of shit at each other over you, Mandy.
Oh my god, that's such a funny thing. You should write a joke called Nail Bro Code. That's a funny little way. It's nail code.
Yeah.
Salon code.
Yeah.
My mom used to own a nail salon when I was a baby, so I don't really remember it much. But I'm pretty good at painting my own nails.
Okay.
But I'm over that.
You want someone else to do it.
Yeah. Once you get used to being pampered, you're like,
yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
I think I'm gonna paint my own nails.
Yeah. My sister washes her own car. What the fuck? Fucking Gen Z. Bitch, oh, I have energy. I can wash my own car. Fuck you.
I just learned that after Gen Z is Gen Alpha and then Gen Beta. But isn't alpha being like you're getting alpha, like taking control, and isn't beta being like a little bitch and stepping backwards? Is that what that means?
That's what society would have you believing, but I think alpha and beta, like it's an order of the thing. So like I think Gen Alpha, it's starting over with those names for the generations, from what I understand. But because of the vernacular and like the zeitgeist of internet stuff, that is how we see like alpha is the all-powerful and beta is not. It just means beta comes after alpha.
Okay, that's so weird. So yeah, it makes sense if it comes after. That makes us think that it's following, that it's not as strong. But I have a friend who has a joke about Gen Alpha and how like they should be called something that's not as powerful because they're not going to have any resources left. Oh, look at that. Generation Beta is a generation of people born between 2025 and 2039. Oh.
Wow.
Man, what do you think they're going to be like? Yeah, well, alpha, like we said, your friend's joke is they're not going to be alpha.
No, they're not. Millennials and older Generation Zs, the younger siblings of Generation Alpha, they are expected to make 16% of the global population. If there is a globe left, yeah, if there is a globe left,
it'll be Generation No More.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, damn. Shit went dark.
Yeah, oh my god, not yet. We just started. Back up. Misery.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's the perfect place to discuss this.
It's so funny, man. Yeah, that's something. Okay. Well, the first segment I do is the weekly Wiener, which I was saying. Mm-hmm. So it's just something or someone that bugs you more than it should have, like grinds your gears type of thing.
You know, at first I had the generic response when I what is the people who don't put the carts back in the parking lot at like grocery stores.
You know, no one's ever done that one.
Are you serious?
Surprisingly, yeah, that's a great one.
That pisses me off to no end.
Yeah.
And I go and put it back because that's messed up for the people, especially if it's taking up like a parking spot.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
When you have to get out of your car and then push it just to park. Oh, I've heard about this. Cart narcs.
What?
You haven't heard of cart narcs?
I haven't.
Tell us about it, Mike.
Dude.
Cart narcs is basically this guy who just goes into parking lots, finds people who doesn't return their carts, and he pulls it back in front of their car saying, "You forgot your cart right here," and doesn't let them back out and stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I love this guy. This is the best.
Cart narcs.
Oh my God. Is that in North Hollywood?
Oh yeah, that's
oh my God, that's why haha is. No, that's not.
That is the one near.
Yeah, that's
Where
the Von.
It
they
just
all
looks
the
very
same.
familiar.
It does look.
Bro, run!
Oh my God!
Okay, look.
I would be scared. This
Right?
guy's about to attack
He is
him.
pissed. He looks pissed.
So wait, that's not the narc. That's the guy who didn't put it back.
Absolutely.
Right,
Yeah.
you don't get to
Going
see the
after-
guy's face too much. Here's another family.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. So if you're listening, pretty much everyone who he calls out.
I will as soon as you take your cart back where you know it belongs. You better fucking run. Why? I don't think I'll have to run, quite frankly. No offense to your speed abilities.
So people don't take this lightly.
No. So this is the best of, but yeah, some people laugh, but other people want to fight.
Wow. People don't like getting called out for their shit.
I know, isn't it crazy? I thought they would be appreciative.
577,000 subscribers.
We should quit comedy and we should do this together. Let's go narc carts for some people.
Let's do it. I need to learn how to fight though, because this is terrifying. I didn't realize people would actually want to fight him. But like that does piss me off. And some lady, a mom, went viral on TikTok last month, and she was like, unpopular opinion, but I don't have to put the shopping cart back. And like she's like, I have kids, I'm not leaving them in the car. Everybody ate her up in the comments. A lot of moms were like, listen, I'm a mom too. I have kids. I get it. There's a way you can do it where you can still put the cart back. Like she went viral for this, but it does piss me off when people don't put the cart back.
Yeah, that's such a good wiener.
He
That is
puts,
like,
he puts big magnets on people's cars and stickers and stuff before they can drive away. Yeah. Says I didn't put my cart back. Yeah.
Can you imagine the money he invests in this? These are magnets. They're expensive.
I mean, he's making so much money off of his YouTube. He's good. He's making a living off of this.
Look, and this seems like it's a different part of the world. This is UK, huh? And people have the same reaction. I love how human we are.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has the same reaction. Like, get the fuck away from my car.
Do you think that in
That's so funny.
Canada they would be nicer? Like, do you think
Absolutely.
they
would say sorry the whole time and putting it back. Like, they're like, sorry, you know, like, just, I have Canadian friends, please. Like, I have to do that. I have Canadian
You're allowed to
friends.
do
I can say sorry like this.
Don't worry, Canadian accent hasn't been cancel culture yet. Not yet.
I would think they wouldn't fight you in Canada. They would just put it back and just be on their merry way, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. So I started going, like, playing golf with my boyfriend, and it's next to a different Costco than we typically like, and this Costco kind of sucks. And this Costco doesn't have it's a Van Nuys Costco.
I was wondering, I was like, is this the one on Los Feliz? Because there is a golf course.
There is a golf course right there. It's Van Nuys, and this Costco doesn't have an area to put your shopping carts. They don't have because we usually go to the Burbank one. Tons of correct places, but this one, carts are everywhere in parking spots, but then you can't get mad because they don't have they don't have the correct place to put it. And I kind of understand not having to go all the way to the front of the store if you're parked so far away.
Yeah.
The only exception. Otherwise, get it together.
Absolutely. And that Costco just seems like I would compare it to someone who had a really bad upbringing and they're a shitty person. And you're like, I can't blame you. You have nowhere to put these feelings or to process them. But like other places, absolutely. If you see it, put the fucking cart back. You know?
That's a great comparison.
It's a Costco that got put in a Target parking lot. It wasn't a Costco that was built up from the ground with love.
Yes.
As a stepchild, if I ever saw one.
Oh, that's so good. Did you want to say your other wiener?
You know, it was myself.
You?
Yes,
What
because
did
I
you
didn't
do?
say anything about my nails.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hated.
Yeah.
I paid like $100 for something I didn't want.
That is, I think, the wiener in that, and I'm totally it's a lesson that you just keep learning to speak up when you want to say something. And I don't know how many times I'll have to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
And you paid for it.
I did. I think I've learned it, the lesson. I think. And I try to do it in a nice way where, but yeah, I'm even hair.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I won't say shit.
I had this bitch. I've talked about this when it first happened because I was furious. I've always had long hair. Like, hair is like my comfort blanket. And like, it's just like, I need it. And I went to this lady from Groupon, like you said, get what you pay for. But I've gone to her before, like 4 years ago, and she did okay. And I just needed a trim. She chopped off like 7 inches. It was down to here. And she cut it to here, and my hair's never been that short.
Why did she do that?
I don't know, but I looked in the mirror, and I went, "It looks great." I cried for like 4 days straight, and I tipped her great. I said I loved it, and I didn't feel good until it grew back. Like, that didn't ever go away. I never learned to love it. It was ages. Like, I look like a middle school teacher. Like, that length that makes me look like I never moved from my hometown. I should only wear floral. Like, it was like, it like changed my whole face.
Were you able to tell during the haircut process?
No, it was a total
tell.
shock.
Fuck.
Because it's all behind.
Yeah.
So she put it in front, and
Oh my God, I would lose my shit. But then again, I didn't say anything for the nails, so I can't say too much.
But then it's like with the hair, it's like, what can you say? It's not going to grow it back.
Yeah, they can't take it. Yeah. With the nails, they can just take it off.
Yeah. But my boyfriend, when I don't like my nails, once I did a rainbow color because it like all different and it looked really fun because I saw it on Pinterest, and I walked in, and my boyfriend goes, first of all, I hated it right away, and then I walk into the apartment, he goes, "What did you do?" Because we always talk nails. Like he helps consult. He's my I'd say my consultant because I make bad decisions a lot because I want to be fun. And sometimes you need someone to let you know that you're not going to actually like that.
Okay.
But I said I can't redo them because he's like, just go get them redone. And I said, I have to sit with this.
You have to sit with that decision.
I have to learn from this for 4 weeks. I have to see my nails.
Who was it? Was it your original or the one you cheat with?
It was my original, and she should have told me. She's known me for years. She should have said, Mandy, you're not, these colors don't go. It was red, yellow, blue. It was a circus tint.
Is that why you cheated on her?
Part of the reason. Because every time I want to do something fun, she goes, why don't you just do what you usually do? 2 different colors on one color. Because I usually just do 2 colors, and that's fun enough.
No.
And,
Get out there and have fun, Mandy.
freaking have fun.
Yeah.
But not too much fun. But yeah, not standing up for yourself or like when you don't like something is a classic wiener that everyone can relate to.
Okay, good.
That's good.
I don't even send things back in restaurants or anything like that. Absolutely not. You're going to eat that shit. And who gives a fuck if you're allergic? Eat it. Eat around it.
Hey, that blends into my wiener. So my wiener comes from my mom. Shout out, Mom. And it's a restaurant wiener.
Oh.
So she had a great one. So it was when you get to a restaurant that, which I know what the rebuttal could be. But when you get to a restaurant and when you get to an empty restaurant and they ask if you have reservations, which
because why? It's empty. Let me just go sit down.
But then working in restaurants, I think it's because if you have a reservation, they need to mark it off the list. But we got to take that out of the scenario for the wiener.
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, I would question that too if the restaurant is empty and they're like, do you have reservation? Yes, I'm reserved to sit right there in that empty chair.
I guess what would be more annoying is if they're like, okay, it's a 15-minute wait. And you're like, but there's nobody here. Which I have had that happen. And then I guess you have to think once again, I guess they don't have enough staff working.
Okay.
But that is the worst. And there's
true.
tons of empty tables.
Yeah.
And then you're like, just sit me. At least let me sit there while I wait.
If they were honest with me, like if they were like, hey, the cook isn't here yet, can you wait 15 minutes? I'm like, yeah, man, no problem. Do your thing, Like,
Totally.
I don't know what's going on behind that kitchen over there.
But I don't want you cooking it, so I'll wait for the chef to get here. But yeah, I guess once I said that one, I totally broke it down too quick once I overthought it. Have you ever worked in restaurants?
Like I worked at Daphne's Greek Cafe when I was younger. So it was like, the type where you can order and they bring it and it's not like a restaurant. Mm-hmm. But that is my experience in working in the service industry. I also did 7 years at the mall.
Oh, God. Thank you.
I know.
At
Glendale Galleria.
Oh, and the amount of teenagers that must have been in there.
God, dude.
Just Stranger Things every day.
Honestly, I feel like working at the mall is what really contributed to my thought process of not wanting to have kids. I was like, this is how they are. This is what, like, it was insane. And 7 years of Black Friday.
Oh, no.
At the busiest mall in the it's insanity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, never, ever, ever again.
Oh, man.
Like, I'll do OnlyFans before I go back to working at the mall, I'll do it.
Yeah, anything sounds better. The mall, I think, has to be an equivalent to working in a restaurant. Just different levels of bad, different types of bad, forms of bad. It's so funny that you brought up the kid thing. We were just visiting Matt's family in Connecticut, and one friend has one kid, like an only child, and I was like, oh, it's hard because you have to play with the kid. And then we went to his other friend who has 3 kids, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. They're playing with each other. And then they just went wild. And I said, wow, one kid seems very nice. And then I walked back to LA and I'm like, wow, Nope Kids is the winner here.
Right?
I can't even, I'm like, so much has to change. I want kids, the idea. I just want kids for selfish reasons. For when I'm older, to have someone there for me, but I don't want to like deal with a kid.
Absolutely.
Technology's moving fast.
I know that's the joke. Like that's the joke that I usually have, because Armenians have this saying, like when you tell them you don't want to have kids, they're like, "Who's gonna bring you a glass of water when you're old?" Which is alluding to the same thing that you just said, because that's why people have kids. And I was like, "Are you having kids because you're thirsty, bitch? Like move the water cooler close." And like we're gonna have robots taking care of us.
Yeah,
bro. They can even make robots of our parents taking care of us.
Oh wow,
Some weird shit.
that's true. I think by the time we'll need that kid,
Yeah.
I just think I want to adopt a 17-year-old, maybe like down the line.
Yeah, right. There's also adoption that I think
Yeah.
a lot of people don't talk about, and that's also an option as well. I'm not saying like don't have kids, whatever. If you want to do that, okay? But that shit is wild, especially in LA. The way things are, they've made it so difficult for people to be able to afford to live.
Oh yeah.
Like, how are you gonna have a kid? I don't understand why people are pissed off that like governments are trying to encourage people to have kids. Well, it's like, well, fucking pay us then.
Yeah, give us money.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Oh, I love not taking care of something. I think that's one of the main things, like with gratitude. There's small things I think throughout the day. And then like one thing I always think of when I sit on the couch, I'm like, man, I'm so grateful I don't have to take care of anybody. Like no animals, no kids, just me.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the best feeling.
it is. It is. Yeah, because anything that's going wrong, I'm like, ugh, at least I don't have kids while I'm going through this,
Yeah.
you know? I feel you on that. But I will say, from what I've heard as I was growing up, I was an only child until I was about 11. My dad got remarried, and I have a half sister, but like we were raised separately. So we have the only child, upbringing. But my dad would always say like, oh, the reason to have multiple kids is so those people have each other when you're not around, like to have family in the world, which like I understand, but also like make friends. I don't know, make friends, go out there and be part of a community and society. Like, you know, you don't have to bring life into this world, into this fucked world, unless you have generational wealth. Then
you're fine.
Go for it, Kardashians. Go for it. You're doing great.
We need more of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many factors to that. But I'm like, I think out here you just have to take everything day by day.
Yeah.
It is just like, I can't think about tomorrow. I've got
Where are you from?
Florida.
Are you guys going to move back to Florida?
No.
Okay.
You know what's weird? And I was going to say, in Florida, like when I didn't know Armenians in Florida. Like I moved to LA. I lived in little it was like, do you know where the Fourth Wall Cafe is? It's like the beginning of Los Feliz.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of Armenians there, and it's so weird. Like growing up in Florida, it's like just Cubans, basically. And then I'm like, it's so weird to move to another state where there's a whole group of people I didn't even know.
No, existed.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And I've had the opposite upbringing where I was born and raised in LA. So like, this is all I know. And when I go to other states, it's a culture shock of like, holy shit, like there's nobody here. Like I feel odd, you know? But yeah, a lot of people say that when they move from anywhere and they come to LA, they're like, I didn't know Armenians existed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
How does that just get left out? I mean, it's a big question. You don't have to get into that.
I know. I'm like, how much misery do you want on your podcast,
yeah, we don't have to
Mandy?
get into that. But yeah, it's just weird to me.
Yeah. I mean, the Kardashians tried, you know? They're like, we're going to have Armenian barbecue once a year, and we're going to let all our followers know about them.
Yeah.
But, you know.
They could have done more.
A little more.
A little bit more.
Oh, they went to Armenia, okay? They went to Armenia and baptized their children in Armenian holy water.
Okay.
Yeah, it's enough, maybe.
I retract my statement. I should just watch the Kardashians and I'll learn more.
which is ironic because I'm so against that, but
Oh, yeah.
I have a joke on that too, whatever.
On the Kardashians?
Not on the like the bittersweet feeling of being an Armenian and speaking to a non-Armenian, and you're like, hey, this is what happened, like there was a genocide, there was this, and they're like, yeah, I know all about it, and you're like, you know what an Armenian is? And my coworker was like, yeah, I saw it on the Kardashians, and I was like, okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, that's fine. But hey, it is what it is. Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah. Totally. All right. So the next segment is the stories, the embarrassing stories, which, as we were talking about before, some things you just don't want to say. So that's why I always think of like, what is like one joke, one moment that you made into a joke, and then sometimes there's others that you don't want to say,
But I'll say it.
but you don't have to say whatever you're comfortable with, or ones that I always think is funny ones like you try and then they just like don't work.
Girl,
I hate the ones that you want to work so bad and then it just, you're like, why? What am I missing? And you just keep it on the back burner and just pray one day it will find its home.
you know, for the right audience, it will be its perfect timing, and I tried my best to keep that in mind. One of the ones that was like really embarrassing, and I did make a joke about this. You know, I mean, I'm a big girl, obviously, but like there was a time in my period, like in time where my eating disorder was way out of control, and I gained a lot of weight really fast. And so like I was trying to figure out how to put socks on, bitch. Like I was like, how is my fat ass gonna put and I had to like Google how do fat people put on socks.
What did you What would we do without Google?
Dude, right?
What did it say? Are you Googling it? Oh,
yes,
no.
I know. They have difficulty putting. I know this. I know that. I don't have arthritis yet. I'm not that injured. My feelings are injured. But there are devices that, you know, they help disabled people or old people to put it on. I get it. Okay.
Like a shoe thing, like a shoehorn.
Yeah, kind of. But like it's for socks.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, by the way. I tried it.
Really?
I ordered it. It didn't work.
What the hell? Why make something?
Hey, it is what it is. Are you opening a YouTube?
Okay,
video?
we don't need to look at this. We don't need.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks a lot. Even the person demonstrating how to put a sock on wasn't fat. Like, thank you, bro. What about representation, dog?
Oh my god.
And so like with that joke, I tied it in with the grandma stuff, because grandma would always be like, when are you gonna get married, when are you gonna have kids? So in that joke I say like, I googled how do fat people put on socks, and the first answer was, have your husband and children help you. And I was like, is grandma working at Google? What the fuck? Like, you know? So
oh
like,
my god, I can't believe it said that. Oh.
Yeah, grandma's Google did say that.
It's grandma working at Google.
But like, so that was like one of the embarrassing stuff.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and I turned it into a joke, and I really enjoyed it. And then when it was on my comedy special on Amazon right now, Funny Armenian Girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it all in the beginning
like,
and at the end, in the middle.
So like that joke, for the first time, it was on public platforms, and my fans from all over the place were able to watch this. I had several people send me links to this sock thing of like, hey Mary, you could put it on like this, and I was like, thank you. Like I didn't want to admit it, but I was so appreciative. Now I just struggle. And I stretch. First of all, you gotta stretch, because you know, with the age comes the back going out and all this shit. So I stretch, and I put my socks on that I need to put on. But like, it was funny in that moment. I was glad I could put it into comedy, and like, you know, maybe help other fat people laugh at that issue that they have. I don't know, but like a really embarrassing moment.
Oh no, this is the one you don't want to say.
Yeah. Look, as a teenager, because when I was around 12, I moved to grandparents' house. Everybody lived there. It was that kind of a house. So like, I didn't have too many people in my life steering me in the right way when it came to hygiene. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. But like, I would wear the same socks over and over and over again. You can't do that, especially at like 13. Your body is changing.
Oh yeah, lots
you got
going on.
like, yeah, you're sweating too much. It's that awkward. And so like back in the day, I would wear these thick skater shoes. I don't know if you ever wore those, the ones that you stick your socks in to make it puffier.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God, did you ever have the Vans that change colors in the sun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved those.
So like I had those big skater shoes, and I would always stuff my socks and like wear old dirty socks. It was just not good. Okay, like my feet smell was insane. Let the record show my feet don't smell right now.
Yeah, she's got great feet.
Okay, great, wonderful. But like I was at a clothing store and I was trying stuff on, so like I had to take my shoes off, and I was really self-conscious about it, and I took it off. I'm trying on it. Next thing I hear, the lady in the stall next to me, she goes, "Oh hell no, you stanky ass is in here trying shit." I was mortified. I was like, oh my God, like, and I'm 13. I'm already like, oh, this is so weird. And my friend, who was like this really pretty girl, was waiting for me outside. I was like, hey, can you give me a second? Like, I was so embarrassed. I had to stay in there until the lady left for me to be like comfortable enough to walk out. But like, you know, and that stuck with me, dude. That stuck with me, because even today when I go to somebody's house and they're like, oh, take your shoes off, I have like flashbacks. I have flashbacks to this, and I make sure now. I'm like, listen, do I need to take my shoes off when I come to? Like, I'll wear brand new shoes and brand new socks, bro. Like, it was just, I'm traumatized.
I don't blame you. At 13, that's such
it was a weird age.
I mean, that has to be the worst age for someone to ever make you feel uncomfortable. Like, you remember those things so harshly.
It was horrible. And I didn't do good laundry. You know, like I did my own laundry, but like I was wearing this shit until the wheels fell off. Like, it was bad. But like, that's one.
I mean, don't you hate that you have to learn things the hard way? Like with everything in life. I'm like, couldn't someone just say, don't reuse your socks?
Like, you know, or like, yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, you know, I lived in a place where like I didn't have direct parenthood or parenting, whatever the case was. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't understand it. And I didn't know. And a lot of times, I'll say another thing, like hygiene is important, and if it's not taught by family, friends make fun of you, school makes fun of you, so you learn from it, and that's how you learn. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way. Like, I was like, I will change my socks every single day now. Like, it was, but I feel you on, and it's an awkward stage, and everybody smells funky in the locker room. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Teenage years are just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always hate it. Like, it just made me think of one. I hated the changing in the locker room for gym class. That should not be a thing.
It's so weird.
And I didn't have, like, I don't know why, because my mom has always been there through all like the steps. Like she taught me everything. So I don't know. Maybe because I didn't have boobs yet, but I remember I didn't have. Which grade? It had to have been 9th grade. Maybe I'm remembering things wrong too, but I just remember that my friend gave me a sports bra, and like we went thong shopping at the mall, and I would change into things at school in the bathroom and then take it off and leave it. And like
in the bathroom,
in the locker,
okay,
the lockers,
yeah.
And then just like I never liked being comfortable changing in front of people. Oh my God! But yes, sneaking on my thongs.
Oh,
Stuff.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Doing? And you know they were like the cheap, like do you remember Charlotte Russe?
Yes.
So they were like trashy stripper thongs. They weren't just like casual cotton. There was gemstones involved in this, because this is what we thought was a thong. Oh. So wait. I have more to this. Okay, I don't think I've said this story. I made it into a sketch. Is 7 years ago or something. So I had my Charlotte Russe thongs I bought with Tiffany Rojas. What's up? At Charlotte Russe. And I remember maybe it was summer. Like, so once I couldn't hide them in the locker room anymore, I brought them home. And I remember my dad's never done my laundry. For some freaking reason he did my laundry, I come home and my thongs and my laundry are folded on my bed. I thought I should just end it then.
Yo, and he didn't say anything?
No, they're folded on my bed. I thought I was gonna die.
But like, isn't that the best response to that if you think about it? Like, to not say anything?
Yeah.
Or did your mom say anything? Because it was out now.
I'm trying to remember. They might have, I don't know if they were divorced by then.
Okay.
Which I think is why he did the laundry.
Okay.
But I was like, I thought I was going to do the laundry. I don't know why what happened that day.
He did it.
He did it. Mom wasn't around. Just gemstone. Imagine your 15-year-old daughter seeing stripper thongs in their laundry. Would you rather be the daughter or the dad in this situation?
God. Neither. Neither. I'd rather be the washing machine. I don't know. This is I'm just surprised. Like, I mean, being like an Armenian, I'm kind of like, your dad didn't beat the shit out of you? Like, like, wow, your dad did the laundry? Men can do laundry? Like,
This might have been the only time.
yeah, no,
I don't like the standard he's setting here.
Thank you for being honest, Mike. Yeah, that's wild. Like, I would be mortified as well.
I don't know how long that took me to recover, but I just remember not wanting to look my dad in the face.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Hey, you know why he hasn't done laundry again, though, right?
Man has spent thousands on dry cleaners ever since. He doesn't go near the washing machine.
Oh my God.
That's wild.
You keep your secrets.
Yeah, that is why he never did it. But that's one, like, it was a good sketch. But I don't think I could write that into a joke. I never even thought to make it into a joke. But,
Simple. You know why men never do laundry? It's because they saw their 15-year-old daughter's thongs once. Never again.
yeah.
Do you know they're selling like pants, shorts, or whatever with thong things sticking out of it automatically, so you don't have to wear a thong.
Built-in whale tail?
Yes, built-in whale tail. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
No way.
Yeah. And I was like, this is great. I don't have to have something riding up my ass. It's wonderful.
They did that with sagging boxers in like the 90s or something, or early 2000s.
Did they ever have pants like that where it looked like, oh my God, see?
Wow.
Interesting.
Very. Wait, this is a new fashion trend.
I saw
now.
this. Like, some guy was like, they were on TikTok. Bro, I love this. Like, he just pulls up whatever we're talking. This is great.
Wow.
But I did
These
see
are
it
the
on
pre-boxer
TikTok.
pants.
Okay.
Pre-styled boxer waist,
Interesting.
balloon leg jeans.
I'm sorry, my eyes. Is that 495? Bitch, what? Oh my God. I was like,
Oh.
wow. Yeah, it's Alexander Wang.
Okay, well, no thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the 90s style has been coming back for a
Oh my
while.
God, yeah, they're all coming back.
So they think that is what the thong is
Maybe,
all
yeah.
about. Which that means that or those had to have been low-rise pants, which we don't need those coming back.
Oh, but they are.
No. Actually, you know what? Let them come back. Because let little girls understand what our hips had to deal with. Let them deal with that. I tried Camellia, I don't know her name, built-in thong jeans as an anti-thong person. Oh, wow.
That looks really bad, though.
That does not look good. It looks, I don't know, is that rude to
interesting.
say? But I think it looks trashy.
Ooh.
Is that a harsh word to say?
It's not.
I felt harsh.
You know what it is, Mandy? I feel old.
I think I feel
And I
old
don't
by
want to
saying
be,
that
yeah,
too.
but like, I don't want to be those old people. Look at these.
You're
It's
not
like,
allowed to leave the house
yeah,
wearing
like,
that.
If you like it, great. I don't like it.
Yeah, I like that stance on it.
It's very euphoria.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh man, fashion is so weird.
It is. And it keeps coming back. Like, it recycles.
Yeah, I can remember my
crazy.
mom saying that when I was younger. Like, I used to wear that as a kid. I can't believe that's on, like, and now we're old enough to see it actually happen.
I know, Mandy. I know. Are there ever moments where like because you don't have kids or whatever, neither do I, so I don't feel like an adult,
No.
right? And then there are certain moments where like it's either writing the year or something, and it hits you, and you're like, oh my God, does that ever happen to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like an adult.
Right? And then you start panicking. You're like, where's the adult? And you're like, I'm the adult. Fuck, dude. Like, I freak out sometimes.
Yeah,
and when I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh, should I check my age privilege? I don't know. Like, what is that? That's...
Yeah. I definitely feel that. I guess style is probably one of the main things that make you feel old, because you're just like, I wouldn't wear that.
Yeah. But then I'm like, okay, whatever. If they like it, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just if they bring back gaucho capris, I will stab them.
I think I wouldn't.
Are they back?
No, but I wouldn't put it past style.
You know what is coming back? What is it called? Jeffrey Campbell high heels, the huge ones,
Like the wedge, the full wedge.
Not the full wedge, the ones where it was like really high and thick, and then it had another platform in the front.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those are coming back.
The only good thing about that is it's easier to walk in with the thick heel.
That's true. You're right.
Anything for comfort, bring back.
Okay.
If it's uncomfortable, leave it in the past.
Okay. I like that. Are you? Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cute though.
They do remind me of Homecoming.
Yeah.
They do feel like
Oh
Homecoming.
my gosh, those are so cute.
Oh.
Okay, back on track.
Okay. Everyone listening.
You're trying to distract us, Mike. That's not okay, bro. That's like putting up boobs in front of guys. We can't help it.
If you're listening, he's showing us heels, and now we've lost track. Were there any other embarrassing ones that you could think of? Not to pull all these out of you.
I know, right?
We don't have to.
2009.
Cut to.
So you know how like phones are not what it is today, and like when you were taking dirty pictures, you're probably doing it with an actual camera.
Yeah, dangerous.
Okay. So I was taking not so safe for work pictures with the camera, but I didn't realize like how to use, what is that, the little disc thingy in it?
Yeah, your US
memory. Yeah,
your memory card. Your memory card.
Memory card. So like my friend was helping me with that, and I forgot that I had taken pictures like that. And so we put it in her computer, and she's telling. Her and my other friend were there, and they saw it.
No!
And I had to literally jump on the monitor to cover this because I was mortified. They didn't judge, obviously. They were just giggling and laughing. They're like, oh, I don't know. Like, they were. Yeah. I think they started questioning their own game. They're like, should we be doing this? Should we be sending these pictures? But like that was like a very, scary thing. And even now I think about like, if my nudes are still out there, that I've sent to guys and shit.
I know, that's like a horror thing. One justifying thing I say to myself, I'm like, if anything ever leaked, I'll be like, that's AI. You just can be like, that's not me.
Wow.
They photoshopped that.
Now, Mandy, let me tell you something. Okay? If this guy wants to release photos of me from 10 years ago... Go ahead and do that, my guy. Go ahead, because the titties were sitting nice. They weren't, this was 10, 15. Fuck AI, bro. That's me, dog. That's me right there. I'm not even going to hide it. Those perky tits are mine. But nobody will release it. I don't know.
Oh, that is so
just asking for
freaking funny.
Yeah.
That is so
insane. But it does. I do think about nudes, but it's so probably bad for kids now. Like they post nudes on, I don't know, social media and shit now.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, pretty much. I think that too. I'm like, the nudes that I sent are just the exact same pictures or nudity level of what girls post on Instagram now. Like, like the underwear, or like fitness girls always do. There's so many levels. So there's just like the slutty pages that they're intended to do. Yeah. Or what's a better word than slutty? What's like a nicer word than slutty? Like
sex workers?
Provocative. Ooh,
provocative.
I like provocative. So there's more provocative pages where they're intended to do that. Then there's the fitness girls who just like are like updating their body, but they're in straight up thongs.
They know what they're doing.
They know
that's yeah.
But
yeah.
they cover it by acting like it's showing their like fitness level or like gains or whatever.
Right,
Look what
right.
this creatine has done. Here's my ass cheeks.
First of all, the creatine's not even doing that. The surgery's doing that. Let's keep it a buck, okay? But go on.
Trust me, I started saying creatine, no gains yet.
Yeah, like come on.
The water weight it said. And then there's the ones that are naked now. It's the fashionistas, where they start off in their underwear and their
they're
bra and
putting
they put
clothes
it on.
I've seen those. That's brave. I don't know if I would ever do that.
No, you're
right?
fully
Okay,
in your
like,
underwear.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it doesn't even. It's not. See, this is making me sound old. I'm like, you're in your underwear. But it's like I think that they all just have like such like tight little bodies that it doesn't seem. It's just like they're just doing it so like sweetly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here is this free people or Amazon?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, she's not naked.
Yeah. And look, I envy them a little. I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
because I'm like, ugh, I want that, you know. But like, also, I think it's normalized for this generation where it's like we don't see it like that. It's just me getting dressed. If you're sexualizing it, it's on you.
Yeah.
Which I kind of understand, but also like the health people you were talking about that they go to the gym or whatever. I'm not saying all of them do this, but for most of them have been exposed that it's surgeries and stuff, and when they wear something a certain way, they know who they're appealing to, why they have so many like come on. But those girls that are getting dressed as a fashion, I was like, you know what, fuck you. I want that. And if I ever released a video like that, first of all, I'm getting reported. Instagram, Meta, whatever, they're coming after me. They're like, take that shit down, okay? But I don't know how I would feel the world seeing me trying to get into some tights. Okay? That's going to be very... And you know what? Maybe the world needs it, Mandy.
Yeah.
Maybe I should traumatize these children with my get ready with me videos. Putting on socks.
What do they say? GTRM. They made it like that's what it said. The get ready with me videos. At first I was like, what's GTRM?
Girl, I always look these things up. I still don't know what TDLR means.
TDRL?
TDL.
Too long didn't read. Too long don't read.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, it's just a cliff note. So
yeah.
You're not going to read
I see it on Reddit a lot. And yeah.
Too long didn't read.
Yeah, he didn't even have to Google that.
Holy
Did you notice
shit.
that? He knew that.
I was waiting for the search. And that, wow.
Yeah.
We established who isn't getting laid.
Too long didn't fuck. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Good, I learned.
But that's such a Gen Z thing too. It's like I'm not reading that.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh man. Damn.
I'm not gonna say any more embarrassing moments.
No.
I'm not gonna do that. I think you're like, you got another one and you married?
I wasn't gonna ask that. You gave 3, which is I think more than anyone should ever have to do. That is ever have to relive. You don't want to relive these. I always say I would not ever turn back ever being any years younger. Every year I get older, I'm like, this is better.
Yeah.
I hope that keeps happening.
I hope so too. I hope so. I mean, we are surrounded with society of like, oh, if you look like this, you can get Botox, this, that. And I feel you. I've had a Botox once. I don't know. Is that how you say it? A Botox once?
Botox once.
But like, it's a, I see white hair and I do get sad at first. I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, whatever, dude. We're supposed to get old. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Totally.
It's supposed to happen.
I hate how they say like the videos of when you see a gray hair, don't pull it, as it makes it worse.
I have a friend who pulls all of it.
I would pull.
Do you pull it?
I pull it.
Oh, wow. Does it grow back more?
I mean, I've only had a few so far, so I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. But yeah, you're not supposed to pull it.
I mean, you're not supposed to pull any hair off your head, Mandy.
But they say it like makes it worse.
Makes it worse, yeah.
But that's like saying don't
I have
pop a
heard that.
pimple. I'm like, I'm gonna pop the pimple.
Mean, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna pop it. Okay? It's like, you're gonna get more pimples. I know this. Okay? That's why I'm doing this. I love it. Oh my gosh, do you watch pimple popping videos?
No, and we've talked about this before. I am
Do
one.
you? Does he?
No.
You see me not bringing it up on the screen?
He's like, sitting like this in the chair. Like.
I'm one of those people where I like to pop my own pimples. My mom would always come up to me with her little fingers when I was a teenager. I can't. Like, if I have to get something on my boyfriend's back, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't.
Really?
So you like it. A lot of people like it.
I like it. I don't know if I would go after it.
In the flesh.
Yeah, like I don't, because I haven't been that close with anyone to like, oh, here, let me pop your pimples.
Yeah.
That's freaking weird. But also watching Dr. Pimple Popper, you learn like there's certain things you should do because it's not going to be good for the skin if you pop it, right? But I will watch the videos.
You don't like flinch or look away or anything?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love it.
I can't watch them.
I can't watch eye surgery videos.
Eye surgery videos.
Like anything that has to do with the eye, I get like kind of a thing about it. I can't. Even when they turn the eyelids inside out, I freak the fuck out.
Oh my God.
I freak out. Yeah, I can't do anything with eyes.
I don't think I could watch any surgery. My best friend, shout out Grace, she's 1.5. Her daughter was holding like, it was like a little butterfly thing from the front yard. And she was like, my friend was doing like chalk or like playing with her in the front. And her daughter went like this and it got her right in the eye.
Oh my God.
She's okay. But now she's starting to see bright lights. And she just got LASIK right before that. So now she's like, had to go to the doctor and they found like particles of the thing in her eye. So they're keeping an eye on it. Ayo.
Fucking comedians, dude. Like, wait, so who
Mike
was
just
it?
leaves the room.
Was it the child's eye or your friend's?
Eye. The child, like her hand just like,
I'm giving that child up for adoption. Fuck that. Get out of here. No, just, that's wild.
Oh, wait, the best part about the whole story, she sent me the video. It was all on her ring cam.
Oh, no.
It was like perfect ring cam footage.
But she could still see with that eye.
She's going to
like
be
this?
okay,
Oh
but
my
it
God.
got her good. And she handled it like a champ. She was like, Marco, we're going in. We're going inside. Like,
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I wouldn't.
oh, yeah, eye stuff. I can't watch any surgery. I can't watch any blood. My dad's the person, if he sees blood, he faints.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just knocked right out.
That's like Bob's from Bob's Burger. Like, he's like that.
Really?
Yeah, he freaks out. There's that episode where he has to donate blood because he's AB negative or whatever. And he just passes out because all the blood goes all over the place and shit.
I always wonder if people who are like that, if there's a female that's like that, how does she handle her period? Or is it different kinds of blood? That's gross. We're going to end on pimples and blood.
Sorry. Maybe like they don't see it as that kind, like maybe they're used to it. I do know some women who are grossed out by their periods.
Really?
Yeah, they hate it. They're just grossed out. They're like, they'll do anything to try and distance them. Like, they won't even talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I love it, but
it's like, it is
a
what it
thing.
is. Yeah,
It's
it
just a
happens
thing.
once a month. You deal with it. But like, I would assume it's like that if it has to be like that.
I guess. Oh, that made me think of another. I wonder if you ever did this, but like another awkward teenager thing. I remember when I was younger and had my period, I would be mortified to like leave a tampon wrapper in somebody's trash can. So I would put it in my purse and then I'd forget that there's just like old tampons in my purse.
Same. Same, but with pad, I didn't use tampon.
Oh, no, yeah, pad would be even worse.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I would wrap it up. Like, I'm not free throwing it in there, but, like, poor Mike is like, what the fuck
He's
did
tuned
I
out.
sign up for? I'm so
I
sorry.
do plenty of girl podcasts.
Okay, awesome. I've totally done that. And I've done that with, like, you know, my performance bags or, like, travel bags or whatever in that moment. And I was mortified when it would pop out.
Yeah.
But, like, you're definitely not the only person, for
Okay.
sure. Like, but you know, here's another thing that Gen Z does.
What?
they don't give a fuck who sees pads or tampons, dude. One time I was at a family function and my sister needed a pad, and I was like, here, like I was hiding it. And
of
she was
course.
like, why the fuck are you hiding it? Like they don't know I'm on my... I was like, wow.
There has been progress.
Right?
We would slip that thing as if it was like a drug. You would be like, does anyone have tampons?
It's like, just slip it in.
Yeah,
It's
you do like a hand
but
toss,
why?
like a drug deal.
You know, why?
We should have never been like that.
No.
Oh, asking someone before even hiding it, the asking was uncomfortable. Even to ask another girl.
Yeah.
It took all the courage, and it was either suck it up and ask or bleed.
Stuff a bunch of tissue in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will say though, my dad has been pretty good around that topic. Like I never felt uncomfortable around him, which is kind of odd because Armenian dads don't talk about shit like this. But like one time when I was visiting him during summer, I had a little like closet thing, and it would always be messy, so he was cleaning it out, and then he sees pads, okay? And he worked at a convalescent home at the time. So, like, he sees these pads. He goes, are you using this? I was like, yeah, bro. Like, it's mine. I was, like, 12 or 13. And he goes, if you need any more of this, I can bring it for you from work. And I was like, okay, thank you. Can you put it back? Like, he was really okay about that kind of stuff. Like, he never... If I try to buy pads, he would get mad and be like, I could get it for free. Don't buy it. But it's like jail pads, bro. Like they're huge and thick. Like who the fuck wants pads like that anyways?
You could put them in your old skater shoes.
Absorb that sweat.
Touche.
Would have worked well.
Touche. But I will say though, and I was gonna ask you about this. My dad was so strict when it came to shaving my legs.
Oh yeah.
How were your parents?
That was a whole other thing. That's like a prime awkward moment. So like I said, my mom worked in the beauty salon, the nail salon and stuff, and so she was always very like open with it. And I'm Italian, you're Armenian, we're hairy.
Yep.
So I had like thick arm hair, thick leg hair. It was like dirty blonde, but brown enough to where you couldn't
could
hide
tell,
it.
yeah.
Even enough layers on blonde hair, you see the blonde hair.
Right.
Like it's okay. I don't care if it's blonde.
Yeah.
And like, I always hated like my happy trail. I feel like the older I've gotten, the hair's gotten like less. My mom would always be like, guys think that's sexy. I'm like, no, they don't think that my hairy stomach is sexy. But my mom, she called me into her bathroom. This was before they were divorced.
How old or what grade were you in? Okay.
I think probably 8th grade.
Okay.
I think it was 8th grade. And her and my aunt laid me down and waxed my legs.
That's great.
I know it hurt like a bitch, but they were like, we got to do this for you.
Yeah.
Because I was getting made fun of for like my hairy arms and stuff. And then I got my arms lasered in high school.
Really?
And my mom was on it for me. We
Oh, that's
waxed my
great.
mustache,
That's
my
beautiful.
eyebrows. She helped put me together because it was waiting to get made fun of.
Dude, that's great though.
Yeah.
What a good experience.
It was jarring because waxing hurts like a bitch, but they were there for me. They couldn't let me walk around like that. What did you do?
I was getting made fun of as well. And I was surrounded by Armenian girls who were also hairy. They were also getting made fun. But like, I felt like it was more like I felt like I was hairier than everyone else. But like 6th grade, where you're changing at the PE lockers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's always so bad. So when I was wearing the PE shorts, I was hairy as hell. Everybody was making fun of me. So I went home and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I really want to shave my legs.
Yeah.
She was like, no, don't you fucking dare. You know.
You're like, I need to do this.
I still did it though. I went into the bathroom and I shaved up until my like knee.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, they're not gonna need to see that. And then the next day at PE, I had hairy knees, bro. Like that shit was weird as fuck. It looked like I had kneecaps on, dog. Like, what the fuck? Like, and then I got made fun of for that.
Yeah.
And then that weekend I visited Dad. Dad sees it, loses his shit. Complete. What are you doing? You're not a whore.
Oh my
and
God.
It's like, dude, it was so fucking bad.
So did you let it grow out or like?
I mean, I just kept shaving.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
Working your
good
way up.
experience. Yeah, it was not a good experience because I was using my mom's razors who were like gross and old probably. But like he was pissed off about it. And then in high school, I started shaving my arms. Okay. It was sophomore year. I started shaving my arms, growing back thick.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, I started lasering the arm hair. Okay.
Best thing I've ever done in my life.
I love it. It's beautiful. But like, you do have to keep going back. This is like something. So when I realized my arm hair, when she did it, it grew back thinner.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Same.
so, yeah.
In patches. Mine were in patches.
Were they?
Yeah.
You know what? Mine was pretty even. I have to.
That's good.
So I was like, when it grew back, I was like, Mary, just grow it back.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? Just grow it back. And now I have arm hair that's soft.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't-
anytime I
it
get
looks
anxious,
thin.
I do this. And it really calms me down. Now, am I going to pretend I have a boyfriend and take a picture like this so the arm hair looks like it's a guy's arm? Yes, I am. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, you know, have him choking with nails or some shit. I don't know. But I love the arm hair so
it
much
actually
now.
looks good. Mine's gone forever.
Good. I mean, good for you. And I love it. Looks good on you. But as an Armenian also, I'm like, I need to be showing my Armenian heritage. You know? Like, I can't afford to get a nose job or drive a Mercedes. This is the closest thing I can do for my culture.
Our driver Mercedes.
You know? I'm a broke Armenian man, dude. I'm a broke Armenian.
That is-
Maybe that's why I'm jealous of the Kardashians.
Yeah. They have too much money. That's so funny. Yeah, mine, the first time I got it done, this isn't gone from the high school laser. That shit fully grew back. But when I got it redone like a couple years ago, then it stuck. But then you had to, keep up with it.
Yeah, a couple years back. Like, you just
Yeah.
have to go back, which isn't as bad as it was before, probably.
Yeah. I say this, I've said this before, and it's such a disgusting visual. Sorry, Mike. But since getting my hoo-ha lasered, if you don't keep up with that, it grows back in patches and it just looks like a weird hairless cat. Just like spots, just random spots of hair. It's really bad.
That's funny.
You got to
though.
keep up with that one
Okay.
because it ain't pretty.
I'm a little too shy to let anyone under the hood like that.
It was one of those moments that before you're like, you're an adult, you're a woman, they're a woman, and you're like, okay, and then it's still like, you're like, all right.
I've gotten waxed once.
I've never done that.
I have to, like, she had to stop in the middle because I was like gonna die.
Yeah, I'm too
Yeah,
scared.
it's horrible.
It hurt?
Yeah, dude. I was 21.
Oh my God.
It was and I hated the feeling afterwards because you're just walking around like something's missing, bro. Something is missing. It's such a weird feeling.
Yeah,
know.
like someone stole something out of your purse.
They did. Give my fur back.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Well, what do you have to plug? Plug your special way. Like I said, I'm going to say it in the beginning too.
Yeah, Funny Armenian Girl.
Yes.
It's a special I shot with Comedy Dynamics. It's on Amazon, Apple TV, YouTube on their page. And right now on Amazon, it's free, so you can just stream it. Like, turn it on and leave the room if you want. I don't care. Just stream the shit out of it. That'll be great. And I produce shows at Flappers in Burbank called Vartush Loves You Show. That's the character I do. So like she comes in headlines, but I produce that show monthly at in Burbank. The next one is August 29.
Perfect. This will be out before that. And yeah, check out her why am I looking at I'm looking at the screen like, what is that? Check out her special. And yeah, your character videos are so funny. I love doing characters and I haven't done them forever, but it's
You know, I was checking out your page. There was our old female character that you do.
Dana Ginty with the black hair.
No, the white hair.
Oh, that was there was Kiki King. There's Dana Ginty. I did Anna Faris impressions.
Ooh. Dude, her story's wild. But I would love to do character stuff with you.
Oh my God, it'd be so fun. I just like it wasn't working on Instagram. Like nothing was going viral, and I was like, time to pivot.
Mandy, did any of those characters bring you happiness in general and not just going viral?
Yeah,
So you should still do it.
I know, but sometimes I feel like it's a business. But I love playing my character Dana Ginty. I keep her wig on my mannequin head, so I feel like she's still here with me. But
if you ever want to bring that character back,
okay.
or if you ever want to do a podcast in our characters,
Oh
I would love
God, we should so do that
I would
one
love
day.
to do that.
Oh, Mike's gonna be
Absolutely.
like, "Who are these people?"
Dude, I'm sorry, man. You're
Okay, well, we're definitely gonna make that happen because that's like, I feel like with your character, you're in it, like you become the person.
yeah.
And that's yeah.
Unfortunately or fortunately.
That's how I feel with the one Dana Ginty. I'm like, I just like can become this because it feels like it's just me, another version of me in there is who that person
Yeah,
is.
and did you get that from anybody, like in your life, that you made this character after? Like, has anybody inspired that character?
You know what inspired that character? All these embarrassing stories we talked about. It's my awkward teenage self.
Got it.
As a grown up, as if say that awkward teenage self was homeschooled and didn't have any friends.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty much who that person is.
That's awesome. Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I had so much fun. After this, we'll do a quick Patreon
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yay. Okay, bye.
Bye.